So if you can afford it, I definitely recommend full APCR in the Bourrasque. It's just gonna help the tank. It's gonna help the gun mainly because it needs it. Yeah. Standard pen is too low. It's like what 190 or something. Yeah. You definitely don't be like taking your chances because it takes forever to aim at this tank as it is. So. Okay, just whisper me the replay artist. Well, as a Bourrasque on this map, you can like, well, as a Bourrasque in any map, I suppose you can like try multiple things. If you wanted to, even like could have started by going in the bushes to spot, right? So yeah, I'm not sure what direction he's gonna take, but you kind of have options with this, you know, because you're kind of like a scout, you know, big scout, or should I say, a scout that can bite. So you can spot with no problem with this. Oh, he is going for the spots. Very good. To the bee's knees. Thank you very much. Ample artist, much appreciated. Just whisper it to me. Very good. That's a good start. Fully recommend. You know. The one thing you should do though is you should be playing this side. Peek here. It's like you're spotting this area, but you can't see shit because of this tree. So you need to climb higher to spot in between these trees. And you're gonna see whoever goes there. And if you stay a little bit like AMX is sitting in a good position, you can also spot whoever goes up there, so there's no reason for you to be sitting down under. Yeah, there we go, finally saw it. This is where you should be sitting at. Because otherwise you're not gonna spot anything because of the trees. Oh, very good, he's trying to double bush so he can shoot. I think you should like double bush some more though, because you might get spotted if I'm not mistaken. You're like safe to this side, but this one you're not. Luckily there's nobody around to spot you. Or is there? You got kinda lucky there. Should have went a bit more in the back. The bulldog could have spotted you. It's also nice to like sit in this position, right? Because you can also shoot. You don't necessarily need to spot. You can spot and shoot. That's the one great thing about this position. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it already. He's only like focusing to be safe from that side. It's not very good. Because somebody from the mid could spot you very easily. And you also have a problem with sitting in sniper mode too much. Yeah. It's okay. You can just like put it in the chat after I'm done with this one, artist. Yeah, you could just go ahead and reload, you know. There's no reason to like hold the shot so much with the Bourrasque because it reloads like fairly fast, so yeah. And these kind of tanks, Bourrasque or like, you know, autoloaders that reload fast, definitely don't be afraid to reload. Because you're keeping the shell for absolutely nothing, so probably gonna get spotted here. That wasn't necessary. Well, lucky you, the IS is blind. That was pretty sloppy. The IS could have spotted you very, very easy. So I don't think it was necessary for you to take that shot. Or at least you should have tried to double push. You could. Okay. But so far so good. This is a perfect position for Redshire, right? Perfect spot for Redshire. He's gonna try to shoot, but the STD's in the middle. Sometimes it's better to not shoot. Definitely. Well, you could choose to like go for that guy, I suppose. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it though, because you had a great position there, and now you're spotted by everybody. Well, luckily you didn't get shot by the IS or whatever. I suppose it was worth the risk, right? I can't say it was a calculated risk, because you have plenty of tanks that I could have shot you on the hill. But since you've done it, yeah. At this point you probably should be like going back to base, because you lost your entire base, you know. You just got a tiger at the castle, so you shouldn't really like be pushing this side anymore, because it's gonna be extremely hard to like dig out all these guys in the back here. So you should be like going back to base. I don't know if you noticed, or you're just going back to the bush. I guess you noticed. I don't understand why you're just driving straight through the middle. It's pretty sloppy gameplay right there. the VZ could have like spotted you and killed you all this time. You shouldn't like push here anyways. Like it would have been a lot easier to defend where the super Hellcat is. Because if you go into this position, you're prone to getting shot from all directions. So it definitely should have went in the base, because from the base you can like also help this side if you lose it. So not really the route I would have chosen. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad though, like you definitely know how to double bush, so that's very good, you know. For the most part, like you played very careful, so that's good. Yeah, I gotta run away before the send spots, you know. Very good. See, like if you would went on where the super Hellcat was. What the fuck is this? Holy shit, you're making me dizzy. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, I'm gonna throw up. Jesus Christ, my man. With the camera motion. Holy shit. Yeah, just as I was saying before, you know, you just put yourself in the middle of the action. Unnecessary, you know, you could have gotten a shot from all these guys. Would have been much safer and cleaner to go where the Hellcat is. Instead of like putting yourself in a crossfire position. Is it a good idea to give territory that easy? Yes, because you can farm them as they push. It's not about like the territory, it's about the key positions on the map. And like these positions here don't really matter. You can like farm super easy from here. So. Well, I suppose it's sort of worth it now to YOLO the VZ. Brave, but like again very reckless. I'm very surprised you're like combining this like safe play with this like super reckless play, you know? I don't understand it. Yeah. Because like for the first part he played very smart, you know, using the V range, and now you're just like YOLOing across the map. I guess it's high risk, high reward play, I suppose, right? It could easily backfire and you could die though. Yeah, it's not necessarily bad, but it's like high risk, high reward. So I personally tend to stay away from that because you can backfire. But at the same time, you know, you got plenty of HP, so you can use it. So yeah. You know, it's not necessarily good to just like hold on to your health all the time. Yeah, YOLOing the Centurion, I fully agree with that. That was a good push because, you know, there was not like nobody else around him, so that truly was a calculated push, calculated risk. You know, he's full HP, gonna take a shot and run away. So that one I agree. The VZ not so much because he could have died easily. At this point, he should be like up in the bushes though. You definitely shouldn't take that shot because you could die so easily. Oh, you're super lucky. You're super lucky. I think the 30 has binocs or something. You could have died super easily there. Like again, it should be like up the top of the ridge line there, where the RD is defending, because you can clean them up super easy and safe. Playing very aggro, so to say. I think the only thing that's saving you is like the fact that you're in a Bourrasque and you got good camouflage. Yeah. You're kind of playing your Bourrasque like you got a freaking, I don't know, 430U. Yeah. Very lucky nobody's shooting you at this point. See, you just put yourself in a crossfire again. You seem to act more on impulse than, I don't know, on smart play. Because you keep putting yourself, as the second time you put yourself in the middle of everybody. Yeah. So I recommend a bit more like minimap awareness. And less just like herpaderping, you know, taking high risks. Second time you put yourself in the middle of everybody. It's still good play, obviously, you know how to play, right? Because you're handling the situation good. But you're also like extremely lucky, nobody like killed you so far. So your aggro play is very good, but he could have just as easily played it much safer. Like right now too, you could have easily like YOLO'd the 30 and then focused fully on decap, you know, using this position. Instead of you're going in between everybody again, risking to die. So I don't know how this works though, like you're playing the aggro play very good, but no attention to the minimap whatsoever. I'm not sure how that works. It's super weird. Yeah. 30 could have killed at any time here. I don't know what the 30's doing. He's busy shooting somebody else. Yeah. Super good damage though. That was not really worth taking. Could have just pushed into him. Or, you know, safer, you could have went for the 30 instead. Je need to shit. You gonna ram him? No. Well, to conclude, the gameplay was very good, but it was extremely risky. You got away with all this shit because you're in a Bourrasque, and Bourrasque has very good camouflage. Also, the enemy team, I don't think they were like into V-range a lot. So, you play very good. I suggest paying attention to the minimap more though, because like, you put yourself into the crossfire way too many times. Still very good gameplay. You know, you obviously know how to like use the game mechanics. You know, you handle the situation pretty well. Like, you put yourself in the shit, but you know how to get out of the shit. So my advice for you is pay attention to the minimap more, because you play very good, but you're putting yourself into unnecessary risky situations, right? Obviously very good player, knows how to use the game mechanics. You're just putting yourself into very risky situations for absolutely no reason, right? Yeah. You could easily just, you know, especially with the Bourrasque, further use the V range and the camouflage and just kill everybody super safe. But if you like the aggro play, by all means, but my suggestion for you is pay attention to the minimap more and stop YOLOing so much, because it could backfire. High risk, high reward, right? Yeah, it's a 10k combined game. Could have easily died, you know, 5 minutes ago. So, yeah. Very good play, but also very risky, so try to combine them somehow. Smart play with like taking risks. Okay. Okay, what's the next one? The next one is from Ample. Let's see. Oh, you got an ace. Mother Trucker got an ace on 122. I still haven't gotten an ace on it yet. Mother Trucker. Mother Trucker. Mother Trucker.